Today we're going to be talking about the role of technology in real estate transactions in Fortaleza, Ceará. Hello there, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I am a Brazilian attorney. I'm here in Fortaleza, Ceará, and today we're going to be talking about the role of technology in real estate transactions in Fortaleza and Ceará. Technology is permeating our daily lives and it couldn't be different in real estate. And the first aspect of technology in real estate transactions in Fortaleza is the presence of listings in websites. In the US, there are just a couple of main websites when it comes to finding properties. In Brazil, in Janeiro, and Fortaleza as well, there are several websites. And because of the costs associated with such listings, a property is probably going to be in just one of those websites. So if you want to know about everything that's in the market, you are better off checking all of those websites. These websites, they allow you to define specific criteria. So if you use enough definitions, like if you want a penthouse or a regular condo, the area for the property, the location, how many bedrooms, and so on, you may be able to have a short list for every one of these websites. And from this short list, you can then contact realtors in charge of the listings to visit the properties. Important to mention that the realtors are sometimes trying to get people to sign an exclusive agreement saying that you can only buy properties that are being shown by the realtor. This is pretty common in the United States, but that's not common in Brazil at all. So keep that in mind. If someone tells you, oh, you need to sign this agreement, you can say, listen, I don't want to sign an agreement, and if it is fine with you, we can work together. But if you're gonna require an agreement, I would rather work with someone else. 90 times out of 10, the realtor is gonna say, you know what, don't worry about the agreement, let's work together. Another important aspect about the listings is whenever you see a listing, you know what is the sell price, and you know that the price that you're being presented is the same price that a Brazilian would pay. If you don't see the listing, on the other hand, there could be what we call the gringo effect. People know you have a stronger currency, you're coming from a country where people have a higher purchase power. So if you don't see a listing, there is always the possibility of price tweaking. Maybe the price being presented to you is not the same price being presented to Brazilians. So whenever you see a listing, you kind of get this confidence that the price is the same for everyone. Technology is also being used intensively in property management. In the US, you have the Ring cameras. There are other high-grade cameras, and we have different versions in Brazil. One of them is Intelbras, which is a Brazilian version. The hardware actually comes from China, just like hardware everywhere else. But this brand, Intelbras, usually offers good technology at prices that are more competitive than hardware that would come from the US or Europe, for instance. And if you're using equipment from Brazil, you also have technical assistance in Brazil. If you're buying something, sometimes we see clients coming from the US, from Europe, with a lot of devices in their suitcases. And if there is a problem with these devices, there is no one around to fix them. So our recommendation is for you to rely on local stuff. It's probably not as good or as advanced as what you could buy in the US or Europe, but the upside is you're gonna buy it for cheap. You're not gonna need to be carrying a lot of weight when you're traveling to Brazil, and if something breaks, there is a good chance there's gonna be a warranty or a technical assistant to fix the device. In addition to cameras, you have smart devices. You may have smart ACs that can be managed through an app, and other things like washing machines, fridges, and sensors. security systems, all of that integrated through apps. So this allows you to kind of know what's going on with your property, even if you are in the US or if you are in Europe. There are also the short rentals portals such as Booking and Airbnb. These platforms may help you get some income when you are not in the property, and this would help you offset taxes, HOA fees, which can be quite high, electricity bills, and other expenses. Interesting to note that in Fortaleza, there are some property management companies. They are going to help you run the Airbnb, and they are also going to take care of the property as a whole. So if something breaks, they are going to replace. If there is a need of maintenance, they are going to hire a contractor on your behalf. And all in all, that's good because you know what's going on and you have someone in charge of your property when you are not in the country. So that's it for this video. I hope you like it and follow us for more tips.